It's F1 testing day numero dos, and what the hell happened? Well, let's check it out. Oh, what's this? Day 2 ends on the red flag, and 2 red flags at that. It's not what you think. It's really not what you think, except maybe just a little bit. Okay, so basically what happened, I'm gonna talk to you about the last one, because the last one was just was a procedure. It was like a safety procedure check that the FIA was doing, like they did the last year, just to check if everything is correct, if the drivers are receiving the correct messages on their steering wheels. But then the first one, you're not gonna believe this, guys. The first one was basically, let me check. Oh yeah, there was a red flag at around 1 hour and 48 minutes left on the clock in the morning. And what was it? It was a Ferrari breaking a drain cover again, like in Vegas. Oh my god, Ferrari are cursed, I think. But let me show you, because it's kind of funny. So look at this. So basically, yeah, you can see right here, right around here, this is the Mercedes. I know, calm down. So you have one piece of the curb here, one piece of the curb here, and at first it looked kind of like a piece of wood, to be fair, from that distance at least. But what's funny, I mean, not funny, but like, yeah, so this is the Mercedes running over it, but it was the Ferrari of not Carlos Sainz, but Leclerc this time, who ran over the drain cover at first, and then Lewis just kicked it up with the suction from the car. But it's kind of funny, because at first you had like Rachel Brooks, because she was on commentary duty that time, and yeah, I wrote down on my notes, yeah, basically she was asking herself if the rain could have affected the state of the track, because it rained a few days prior to testing in Bahrain, and you know, that side of the world is not really used to getting wet. Basically, she was asking if this track was ready to receive some rain. And then I thought to myself, Rachel, that's kind of a weird theory, ain't it? Because all F1 circuits, and especially the permanent ones, like Barcelona and like Silverstone and stuff like that, they're supposed to be rated and graded and certified by the FIA at the same level of conformity, right? So it shouldn't matter if you have rain in this part of the world and not rain in this part of the world, because again, they're supposed to be the same. At least they're supposed to be held to the same level of quality and safety. So she was just trying to find, some explanation, because at the time we didn't even know it was a drain cover. But anyway, and then at the end of like the morning session, I think it was Will Buxton was interviewing Carlos Sainz, and oh my god, the poetic cruelty that this world has sometimes. Look, basically, Carlos was telling Will Buxton that he was standing right next to where the cover was, so basically around here, and like right before the Ferrari of Leclerc ran over the curb, he looked at it, because you know, he was just passing by, he was just checking out the circuit, and right as he was passing by, he looks at it, and oh my god, it's happening again. So then my guy runs over to a marshal, explains the whole situation to them, but you know, because there are some procedures and stuff that needs to be respected, deploying a red flag or deploying the safety car, or you know, a yellow flag, it's not immediate. You know, you need to check with your superiors and stuff like that. So basically the timing of Sainz was actually pretty good. It's just that everything got in the way of it actually being reported. And bro, has F1 got quite the twisted sense of humor, right? Because who other than Carlos Sainz, who got fucked over by not only the track itself but also the FIA regulations? Who else other than him to actually see that? And the fear on that man's eyes when he looked at that. Oh my god, it's happening again. Oh my god, it's my car that I'm driving this afternoon. Oh my god, not again, not Vegas again. Like bro, that's just funny to me. I watch wrestling, okay? I watch the WWE, and you could not script this shit out, even in WWE. Oh my god, but anyway, and then, speaking of sense of humor, we go back to Will Buxton again, because my guy has some awesome gems. So basically, he was talking in the commentary box in the morning, and he was talking about going on Twitter and talking to some fans about the color of the McLaren car. And basically, yeah, they were disagreeing a little bit, and what he did was kind of interesting. He actually brought up a very good point, which is this. Let me show you. You're seeing this? So this is Pantone. Pantone is basically this company that defines a lot of the standards in what colors should look like. What colors should look like under different conditions, with different materials. Basically, if they say that papaya orange looks like this, it should look like this, at least under their, under their terms, under their definition of it. In the industry, in the design industry, they're pretty respected. So let me see if you can spot a little something. Here, I'm gonna bring up the McLaren car. And okay, so this will depend on what your screen looks like, but I think we can all agree that this papaya orange ain't the same as this papaya orange. Is this McLaren? I just thought that oh my god, I'm gonna die. But yeah, I just thought that Will Buxton brings up these little nuggets of information, and I like how his mind works sometimes. But yeah, another interesting thing is Lawrence Barretto. Look at my boy. Look at my boy. Oh my god, his face just brings joy to my heart. My guy looks like a ray of sunshine. Look at that smile. Anyway, Lawrence Barretto can be fucking scary sometimes. Why? I wrote this in my notes. So basically, he was talking in the afternoon session how he talked with a Red Bull engineer, as he does, because as an F1 TV interviewer, he interviews a lot of people, he knows a lot of people, so he was talking to some Red Bull engineer, and they were basically talking about the development of this year's Red Bull car, the 2024 car, and its possible future. And its possible future, according to Lawrence Barretto, is a very scary one, because, and I kind of quote but not really, basically the gist of the conversation is that Red Bull has been working on this car for a few years now, and they have some parts already developed that they can bring up to upcoming races which are apparently bound to up their performance even higher. And now let me remind you, let me show you this. Oh, god, you fucking what a ray of sunshine. Anyway, so these are the standings for yesterday's test run. Max Verstappen has a 1 second advantage over Lando Norris. Again, we don't know what their plans were and anything like that, but still, if there's a Red Bull engineer saying pretty confidently that they've been working on this car for a long time, and and basically they have already some parts developed that look pretty convincing under the simulation that they ran at the factory, that they can basically bring to upcoming races, like the near future races, that already look like they are bound to up their performance a lot higher. Do you know how terrifying that sounds for this season? I know that when they say that they've been working on this car for the past few years, they probably mean that they've been developing the car, like iterating on the development of the car that they brought onto the scene in 22. But still, if Red Bull is pretty confident in saying that the parts they have already developed for the future that they are not bringing to this year's test, but they already have for future races, if they're saying that those parts which they didn't even test in the wild, they only tested them in their simulators, if they're pretty confident that those simulation results will corroborate well with reality, bro, we are in for a rough season, aren't we? Oh, and let me bring this back to my boy Lawrence. Basically, I think this was his professional way of saying we are all fucked. But anyway, so some other notable things. We had the Red Bull car at some point. It kind of started sounding like an angry beaver because the engine, I think it was the engine, like it was growling to the point that it was distorting the mic that was picking the sound up. So yeah, then also McLaren got the car back to the garage because they seemingly had some kind of problem and it didn't look like a scheduled stop. But I don't think it was that impactful because we didn't hear anything about it later. So and then nothing happened for a lot of the time, a lot of the afternoon. It was basically all winding down, like really peacefully, really calmly. But then what's this? Oh my god, Ricky boy puts on the soft C4 tires. Get in there, boy, let's go. Oh, it's fifth. Oh, come on. Look, it's the RB or the V-Cub or whatever the fuck that team is called. Beautiful livery though, but that wasn't the run we were hoping for. But still, okay. Maybe something will come. Oh my god! It's 11 minutes to go, and Lewis. Oh no. Oh, okay. Lewis gets cucked by the FIA once again. Yay! So basically, right as Lewis was putting on his C4 tires for, supposedly a glory run, because I don't think he had ran those tires yet, because the FIA basically decided, oh yeah, this is the right time for us to check our system for the safety procedures. So we're gonna run that right as Lewis is coming out with the C4 tires. Man, we're not meant to have fun, aren't we? Look, those safety procedure checks were already in place. They were meant, the teams knew that the FIA was going to do that. It happened last year. It's normal. But come on, man. Come on, pick your fucking timing, FIA. And then nothing else happened. Or did it? Check this out. What do you see? It's 8 minutes to go and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fucking 6 F1 cars. It looks like a race start, doesn't it? Yeah, I think they were basically going to do that, a racing start, and they were basically just trying to see who gets there first. And wouldn't you know, our boy Bottas in this, oh my god, he looks so ugly. Bottas actually started racing Hamilton. I don't know why. I thought those delusions were gone, Bottas, but still, it was actually pretty cool to see. And then I don't think anything else happened, but still, let's check today. So Carlos Sainz did 84 laps and he was first, as it says here, Sainz fastest. I don't think obviously that means anything, but I hope so. Come on, I hope. Look, I like Charles Leclerc a lot. I love that boy's story. I think he's very sweet and I like his driving, apart from when he crashes, which is a lot. Let me drink some more. Okay, look, I don't think Ferrari was in the wrong by hiring Lewis Hamilton for next season, because why wouldn't you? If that driver shows interest in your team, like I said in the first video on this channel, but still, I think Carlos has a right to feel wrong here. And let's not forget, he was the one to win a race last year, the only one other than Max Verstappen. But still, I think Carlos Sainz, we don't know where he's going to end up in 2025. Because if we look here, give me a second. Audi's F1 project under fresh uncertainty as senior figure faces exit. What the hell? Can't my boy catch a break? But yeah, seriously, so basically we don't know if it's Carlos Sainz's last chance of having a really competitive car, because where is he gonna end up? If not Audi, I'm guessing maybe Andretti, if they pick Audi's place, or maybe Aston Martin. There's like nothing else that I can see for him. Like if Alonso goes to Mercedes, fingers fucking crossed. I think it would be a cool opportunity for Carlos to go on to Aston Martin, right? But yeah, so I think this is his chance to really prove any doubters wrong. So what else? Oh my god, actually Sergio, okay. I actually didn't pay that much attention to Sergio Perez, because last I saw he was running in fourth or something like that. Sorry, I need to show you this. Yeah, he was running around here, but yeah, actually he finished up second place. And remember, let me check. I think, yeah, remember when I told you that he went back to the garage? Basically, we don't know what was happening with his engine, but what we do know is that towards the later stages of the second session, he went back to the garage and they did like a full changing of the setup. And when he came out, he was actually a lot happier with the car. He was actually looking a little bit like Max Verstappen yesterday. Just a little bit, okay? Let's not get carried away, okay? But yeah, so 129 laps. I think it was pretty close to Verstappen's, like, yeah, 143. So pretty solid. That car is looking eerily solid. Then Lewis Hamilton, actually 123 laps. I think it was the same as Russell. Oh my god, yeah. So basically, probably they had kind of the same running plan, but who knows? What I do know is that he ended up third and not 12th, which is a little bit concerning. Danny Rick, again, he did like the C4 soft tire running. He ended up fifth. Like, not too bad. I think Danny Rick is looking pretty sharp. Like, I like Yuki Tsunoda, but like I'm willing to see Daniel Ricciardo getting up there. I want to see him in that second Red Bull seat. I want to see if McLaren was just a fluke. Then, oh yeah, then there's something interesting. I don't know if it's probably just exclusive to Autosport's site. If you look closely, look, where is Valtteri Bottas' car? Where is Zhou Guanyu's car? Or Guanyu Zhou, sorry. That's very curious. I don't know if it's just a bug, but if it's a bug, it's like a pretty big coincidence. Because I don't know if this is because the betting partner that they have in stake, but yeah, that's just a little oddity that I saw. Yeah, and basically, yeah, the McLaren's looking pretty solid too. Oscar Piastri only did 35 laps. Lando did 52. They split, obviously, the sessions. Esteban Ocon in 8th, a lot better than yesterday. I think yesterday he ended up like 16th or some shit like that. Pierre Gasly actually... Okay, so... Yeah, Pierre Gasly ending up in 14th. I think he ended up in... Yeah, 5th. So I think this is pretty obvious. They probably just they split the running plans for yesterday and today. So okay, nothing too exciting there. Lance Stroll, bro. Lance Stroll is scary. Is he the new Max Verstappen of that team? I mean, he's in 7th, and yesterday he was also higher than Fernando Alonso. I'm kidding. Come on, guys. So, yeah, and Kevin Magnussen and Nico Hülkenberg, he has F1 team. I already had a rant about them yesterday, so I'm not gonna blow a gasket here. But yeah, nothing too exciting apart from the track blowing up and some glory runs from actually just one glory run from Danny Rick. and one aborted glory run by Lewis Hamilton. Thanks, FIA. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll be here tomorrow with another video, and thanks for watching this brain freezing moment. Toodles!